It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got high-flying offenses set to take off. It's the Dolphins and the Bucs, next on Madden Football.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, Park, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 67 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number 1, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number 2, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans.
Touchdown! It's complete. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Now Tua. Being chased out left.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
They'll run with Hunt. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now back to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Buying time to his left. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Bruce Arians taking exception to that last call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Get ready! Get ready!
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to look to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here. He completes it to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Back to throw again.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Buccaneers have it. And that